Welcome to the channel, Jaden Chase, and these are some of the top stories making headlines today. Now, Nation, if you agree that no matter who is the primary suspect and whether or not they are members of the JCF, justice must be given to Donna Donaldson and her family. Drop a like on the video and express your comments in the comment section. Now, her mother has stepped forward to accuse not only her boyfriend but also the JCF of not doing enough in the investigation of her daughter's abduction. Nation, I'm going to hear from her mother with tears in her eyes, and then we'll continue the reasoning. Look and listen.
She said, "My love, don't worry, I'll be back." And then I see she turned back and she said to me, "I won't be back tonight. Let me be honest. I'm coming back tomorrow morning." Normally that's what she does. She would leave with him in the middle of the night, but he will always bring her back in the morning. On Tuesday morning she called. I watched her go away with him in the vehicle. And Tuesday morning she called and she said, "My love, feed China for me, that's her dog. She loved that dog like a child." I couldn't call China a dog. She would say, "Mommy, it's not a dog." I said, "No, you are confused."
So she had a little dog that is called China.
Yes, yes.
And she asked you to take care of China till she come back.
Yes, she said, "Mommy, please to feed China. Don't worry to walk her. When I come back later, I will do the walking." And that was the last conversation I had with her.
So, Miss Sophia, where do you live? Where are you living?
I am living in the Richmond Park area.
Richmond Park into Halfway Tree.
Yes, on Grants Crescent. And the apartment that she went was Chelsea apartment across from Oxford, where the boy lives.
What is the name? Can you tell us, Jamaica, the name of this gentleman?
His name is Noel Maitland.
Noel Maitland.
Yes.
Who is Noel Maitland to your daughter?
He is her fiancé.
Her fiancé or boyfriend? Which one is it?
Her boyfriend.
Boyfriend. How long have they been dating?
Maybe for over 2 years.
So, I heard you said earlier, Miss Sophia, that you told Donnelly to stop talking to this boy.
Yes, because we found out that he was dating more than one woman, including a policewoman that's stationed at Halfway Tree.
So you're saying that he's dating a police officer as well?
Yes, and they just have a baby the other day.
So even though Donnelly was with him, he impregnated a police officer.
Yes, because the policewoman was before Donna.
Nation, we don't know if it's because, as stated by her mother, the boyfriend, and even the other woman, who's allegedly his wife or his common law wife or whatever the case may be, she might also be a member of the force as well. Now, regardless of who the main suspects are, the law is the law. And despite who is involved in the case, investigators should investigate this. The fact that her mother say she get a call from her and I say him she go visit. And then the fact that they are confirming that her last known whereabouts was his apartment. Now, they have said that they have tried to get footage from the CCTV cameras that are on the apartment complex, but most of the car windows were up on entry and exit. So at this point, we are not sure if they even have footage of her entering the complex. But the fact that her mother has received or had received the call saying that she entered the complex, these are leads that law enforcement has to follow up on. And the fact that she has expressed strong concern that because of these factors, the constabulary force is not doing enough. Now, speaking of not doing enough and waste of police resources, man, I'm not going to see our footage from the police themselves. And they will continue reasoning. Look and listen.
What time are that? In there? You call her out now? If you pick me in, you look up somebody in. You can't look up somebody. You have to get me.
Have some man back here now.
Tell us she there.
She gone, she there down there so. It look like she that die bed. Go on in. Yes, turn on your light. And move the curtain when you walk down. Make me fall off your kayak.
But no way around us if you walk around ways.
Move, make me come look. She eat, me just left her here. See her here? See the mama here? Me look how she of them. All the mama in here. I need them turn and fuck her daytime officer.
Where is she?
Pussy.
You see nobody there? No.
See the mama here? Me not just show you her in her she there. The mama there.
Which one? Tell the mama there.
Them a spirit like an officer.
No nation had just outrage after outrage. After months of wait, it is said that the fraud and corruption case against the former education minister, Ruel Reid, and the Caribbean Maritime University president, Professor Fitzpinnock, has been put on hold by order of the Supreme Court itself. Now, it is said that the hold on the case is due to a judicial review hearing that has been scheduled for the matter, but has not been set by date. Now, the disclosure of the hold on the case was made when the men and their co-accused appeared in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday. Reid and Pinnock were successful in their application to get a judicial review on February 2021. Now, what is being done, nation? They are trying to stop the case even being brought against them. Even though hard-working members of the security forces, law enforcement, did their jobs, get the evidence, and even went as far as to make a public arrest of these individuals. They're gathering the evidence and giving the case to the prosecution. It seems as if, hold on, wait. After them, I say, youth of this generation are being failed at the educational level. We have seen where there's an actual case of the minister himself, or former minister of education, and also the president of a premier university on the island, embezzle millions, robbing from one of the most vulnerable groups on the island. The youth them. And remember, if the youth are truly the future, then shouldn't some form of example be set in a major case like this? Now think about it. Even after and before Ruel Reid, the education ministry has been a ministry where millions of dollars have just seemingly disappeared time and time again. We now say Reid are the only person and Pinnock are the only person where, you know what I mean, do things within that ministry. But we must them a step forward to present any other new information to law enforcement. So basically they must say they don't know nothing. But some form of example should be set. We always hear the state talk about example being set. We see people say crime and violence at the level. And even when major criminals are brought before the court, it's almost as if nothing happens. Now the people are saying that this is a major case. And with all the talk of corruption in high places, people still consider this case as proof of said corruption in said high places. We are talking about a ministry He's not getting higher than the minister. When we are talking about a university, he's not getting higher than the president of said university. And if an elected official can be caught in criminal acts, then how will the state itself talk about tackling crime and corruption when a former member of the party itself is on trial for said crime and corruption? Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know if you like how I go on. To what I see. They must say a hearing date has been set. And with the legal technicalities being discussed, saying that there was someone who was on the review who should not have been on the review. There was a judge who did this who should have not done that. They are basically saying that the state itself crossed the line in a case against former members of the state. And they are planning to hold the state accountable. Now, should the state not hold these individuals accountable? Talk to me in the comment section. First, we see where the mother of Donaldson is stating that law enforcement is not doing enough. And the tabloids are stating that when they try to contact the communications unit of the JCF, they had no information that they could at least present to the tabloids to say that, all right, we are investigating the case and this is what is being done. These releases are to be made by sources within law enforcement to these major tabloids saying that, yes, 2 primary suspects are indeed being questioned and that to go forward. Now, they must say Royal Reed case might not even take place any at all. Nor the case against Mr. Pinnock. Now, if you're new to the channel, click the subscribe icon and of course put the panel, and this is how you will be notified of all fresh content. As soon as fresh content is uploaded and made available for you. And until the reason again, live, love and prosper. And of course, stay tuned.